What's going on, guys? One love out to everybody. We got UFC Fight Night, Cannonier versus Strickland predictions. Not much breakdown here, guys. I'm gonna fly through this real quick because the fight starts in a couple of hours, I believe. It starts at 4 o'clock Eastern. 13 fights, UFC Apex, smaller cage here. 13 fights. Before I start, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel. Also check out my Patreon account for all the face-off prediction, all the prop plays. You can also donate to this channel, to my PayPal account, which the link will be down below. Let's knock this out real quick, guys. I'm going to fly through these real fast. Tough card, man. A lot of close matchups here, man. Very, very close matchups. Could be slightly tougher than the last card. First fight, we got Sergey Morozov versus Journey Newson. This is a 50-50 fight for me, guys. I could see Newson winning this fight, to be honest with you. But I'm going to go with Sergey here. Like I said, check out my Patreon account for all my face-off plays, because I could do switches depending on the face-offs and the weigh-ins, okay? I'm gonna go with Sergey here, guys. I'm going to say Sergey by decision, but like I said, it's a 50-50. Sergey can get hurt in the foot, but his wrestling is very strong. I feel his wrestling could be stronger than Newson's, but Newson does have the BJJ black belt. I feel Newson's a little bit more slick with the striking, more of an orthodox striking there, and Sergey can get hurt, but Newson can also get hurt, so this is a tough one to call. Sergey Morozov by decision, guys, and I'm not confident. Next fight, we got David Dorax versus Manel Kape. Next good fight here. I feel Davis can be a little bit stationary here. I feel Kape is a little more versatile, a little more loose on the feet. He has better movement, and I feel David can get kind of stationary, but David is still game and still a heavy hitter and still a well-rounded guy. But I'm going to go with Manel Kape here. I'm going to say Manel Kape by KO TKO in the first round, guys. And this could be a 50-50 fight for me too. I'm not too confident, but Manel Kape, KO TKO first round. Next fight, we got Bryan Battle versus Renat. Oh man, Frankonov. Mispronounced that big time, guys. I'm even going to try. Battle going to 3-inch reach here. Short notice for Battle here. With Renat, strong wrestling base here, man. This guy is a grinder, man. But I feel Bryan is more battle tested here. If you look at Renat's fights, he hasn't really fought nobody really. Even though he has 20-2, but he hasn't really fought nobody. But his ground game is pretty legit though. But I'm kind of liking Battle here, man. I'm gonna say Battle by decision, but I'm not confident here, guys. Next fight, we got Maheshate versus Rafael Garcia. Maheshate, he has a 5-inch of height here. He's gonna be massive and 3-inch of reach. This guy is a pretty good striker, man. Pretty good counter striker. His techniques are precise, especially striking, and he seems to be very trained well. You know, his foundation, you know, is very, very, very strong. With Garcia here, more grapple heavy, will throw heavy hands. We look for the submissions, but shorter guy, high reach, you know, height and length. And what I see from Maheshate, man, this guy looks pretty good. Yeah, like I said, he's well trained. So I'm gonna go with Maheshate here. I'm gonna say Maheshate by decision, guys. All right. Next fight, we got Syed Nurmagomedov versus Syed Yokob Karamanov. Oh my goodness, I sound like I'm like rapping there, guys. I'm freestyling. All right, so Karamanov here is not a bad fighter, man. He has a strong wrestling base here with 2 heavy hands, but mostly his wrestling is what stands out. With Syed has a ground game too, but he still needs to strike in his spinning technique, spinning heel kicks, spinning back kicks, side kicks. It's just his precision in striking, his timing, his movement is very, very on point. He's very good with that. You know what I'm saying? He counter strikes a lot too. This one could be a tricky one here because with Syed, whenever he's fighting guys who can wrestle, strong wrestling base, sometimes he could drop the ball, man. Even though he's 16-2, but he could drop the ball. So be very careful with this one, man. So I'm liking Syed Nurmagomedov here for the win. But like I said, You know, when you start pressuring him, he can't get off his striking, he can't counter you, and you keep putting him against the cage, and you get to take him down. Eventually, after a while, he could break. It just doesn't look as good like it does in the first round. But I'm going to go with Saeed here. Saeed Nurmagomedov by decision, guys, and I'm not confident. Next fighter, we got Jake Matthews versus Matt Schellensberger. Seems like they may be giving they may be giving Jack Matthews here, or Jake Matthews here a win here, guys. So I'm going to say Jake Matthews by decision. Okay, next fighter, we got Cheyanne Vlismas versus Corey McKenna. This fight here could be tricky. This is a 50-50 guy. With Vlismas here, she can have the 5-inch reach. Striking is not bad. She's technical with the striking and the movement. Corey McKenna can be kind of sloppy, kind of wild with it. A lot of pressure forward though, but she's gonna look for takedowns. In this fight, she's gonna try it out. She's gonna be grinding for takedowns. She's gonna be pushing those takedowns hard. So Vlismas gonna have to, you know, stuff those takedowns, because that's what she's going to be looking for, man. I'm going to go with Vlismas here. I'm going to say Vlismas by decision, guys. And I'm not confident I'm 50-50 in this one, because Corey is a dog, and she will keep pushing forward. And if she ever get the takedown, I believe she's coming from Team Alpha Male there, and she'll be training the wrestling a lot. So if Vlismas can't stop those takedowns, she's going to be in problem. So grappler versus striking kind of, but Corey can still throw hands, but she's kind of wide and open. And with Vlismas, she's a little bit more technical. You know, she can pinpoint the shots. You know, she can see the openings and land technique and move out of the way. But I'm gonna go with Vlismas by decision. I'm not confident. Next fighter, we got Corey Brandage versus Michael Kovacevic. I mispronounced that too. Corey here, short notice. This guy mostly want to wrestle. You know, he will let the hands go, but he's kind of stationary, kind of flat-footed. But he will get the submission in, and the ground is where he wants to go to. With Michael here, Michael's a little more well-rounded in my opinion. A lot of heavy hands here from this guy. He will walk you down and let the hands on you. And I feel like he's just a more experienced guy here, man. So I'm going to go with Michael here. I'm going to say Michael by KO TKO, guys, in the first round. Next fight, we got Drew Dober versus Bobby Green. I'm liking Drew Dober, man. I feel Drew Dober, he has improved. Bobby Green has improved too, but I feel Drew Dober has improved a lot more. You know, his striking, it's just an all-around game. His takedown defense, he will go for takedowns, his wrestling. He mixed up very, very well. Bobby Green, you know, he still will strike, and a very unorthodox striking. He's like staying on the outside, a Philly shell kind of style, kind of slip the shots, but he still get hit though. But I'm liking Drew Dober though. I'm going to say Drew Dober by decision, guys. Alex Caceres versus Julian Erosa. It's a tough one. I could see Alex Caceres winning this, but Julian Erosa just says he has improved a lot, and Alex has improved too. But I feel Julian Erosa has improved a little bit more, and I just feel that Alex Caceres' technique is striking is still very technical, but I feel Julian Erosa is a little more precise with it. With Alex Caceres, sometimes the shots can get kind of like smothered. You know, and kind of loopy, and sometimes he will miss, and it's just, you know, it's not precise. But Julian Erosa is more precise, you know what I mean? And Julian Erosa has a grown game. He's just pretty well-rounded guy all around. And Alex Caceres is very well-rounded too, and Alex Caceres could win this fight. You know, I'm not taking anything away from these guys. But I'm going to go with Julian Erosa. I'm going to say Julian Erosa by decision, and I'm not confident because of 50-55 for me. Alex Caceres could win this fight. Next fighter, we got Amir Albazi versus Alexandro Costa. Albazi here, strong ground game, man. Very, very strong ground game. And he will look to take you down and sub you. Alexandro here, heavy-handed, push forward, let the hands go. But it's a short notice for him. 50-50 fight to him, because if Alexandro landed on Amir's chin, he could have hurt him. Because this guy here, this Costa guy, he can strike. So you got to be careful with this one, man. But I'm going to go with Amir Albazi by decision, guys. And I'm not confident. All right. We have Arman Tsarukyan versus Damir Ismagulov. This is a tough one here, guys. Arman, experienced guy, skill guy, strong wrestling base, but will gas out. But he's still a good fighter though. But it depends on who he's fighting though. If he's fighting a very experienced guy, he will struggle. Against Damir is a very experienced guy and very well-rounded guy with striking and ground game, man. So if there was anything lacking in Damir, like weaknesses, yeah, I could see Arman maybe winning this fight. But Damir is just like, I don't really see no weakness. In Arman, I see weakness. He will get tired, and even though it's a 3-round fight, and his striking is not at the level of Damir striking. So it's a tough one though. It could go either way though. I could see Arman winning this fight too. It just all depends. You know, it's a 50-50. But I'm going to go with Damir here. I'm going to say Damir by decision, guys. And I'm not confident. It's a 50-50. Alright. Sean Strickland versus Gerard Cannonier. Yeah, Gerard Cannonier could win this fight. Yeah, man, it's a tough one here, guys. Cannonier pack power, man, and you know, you push forward, heavy leg kicks, but he eats out of jab. Sean Strickland does follow with that jab. He leads bam, bam, bam with the jab and follow up off the jab. And Cannonier runs into jabs a lot. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go with Sean Strickland here, man. I just feel like, yeah, he just a jab in the outside, the boxing. Like I said, Gerard Cannonier is heavy with it, and he could land a knockout here, it's possible. But I feel Strickland, this is a fight for Strickland to win. I feel like he's just gonna keep that distance and where he wants the fight to be, and move around and pop the shots and pull off a decision. So I got Strickland by decision here, guys, and I'm not confident. Quick look at the odds here, see what we're working with. Just flying through these real quick here, guys. I'm sorry about that. It's been kind of busy, man. A lot of stuff going on. A lot. Okay, next fight. Let me see. Newson and Sergey. Wow, they got Sergey high as hell. I disagree with that one, guys. Be careful with this fight here. Newson could win this fight, guys. Like I told you, 50-50. Sergey this high? Because this guy is hittable and he can get hurt in the foot. I disagree. Be careful. Manel Kape 225. I think Manel Kape is a little too high here because David is not a bad fighter. But I like Kape though, but be careful. Bryan Battle underdog. Interesting. With Renat. Renat is not a bad fighter, but I feel Bryan Battle has faced guys like Renat already. Maybe not as grindy, but a wrestler like that, and then he beat him. So even though it's a short notice for Battle, I'm liking Battle. This is Battle's underdogs, so you play at your own risk. Maheshate and Garcia. Whoa, they like Garcia here. Interesting. I'm liking Maheshate. Probably Garcia for more the takedowns in the wrestling. But what I see from Maheshate, you know, he just looks good. Even his last fight against Garcia, he says this is 2 Garcias in a row that he's fighting. I like him, Maheshate, for the underdog here, but I'm just very impressed. I think this Maheshate guy is very well trained. Garcia, he's gonna go for wrestle, but from what I see from Maheshate ground game, he should be able to stuff the takedowns. Yep. Saeed and Kamadov, even fight. Don't disagree with that one. Like I told you, with Saeed Nurmagomedov, you know, he'll be looking good. Timing, his precision on the outside, his counter striking. But whenever you close the distance against a wrestler, a good wrestler, even though Saeed can wrestle too, but I feel Kamadov is a better wrestler here. He may break under pressure. So even fight, I totally agree. Jake Matthews, Max Schellenberger, Jake Matthews 300 or something. I feel like they're giving this fight to him to win. I feel like Jake Matthews should win this fight, so the odds not too bad. Vlismas and Corey McCain is an even fight, guys. Because Corey McCain, she's gonna be a dog. She's gonna push forward and try to get takedowns. And if Vlismas can't stop it, then she'll get taken down. So 190, be careful with that one. Cody Brodage and Michael here. Michael 2 something. I feel Michael should win this fight. Yeah, I feel it should be Cody here. Dober and Bobby Green. Dober 155. I don't disagree with that. Alex Caceres, Julian Erosa 170. I don't really disagree with that, but still be careful because Caceres could get a win. Amir Albazi is 400. I think that is too high. Even though short notice, should be a little bit closer, but I have Amir winning, but still be careful. Arman and Damir. Wow, they got Arman as favorite. I like Damir. I feel Damir, you know, he's more battle tested here. See, I've seen a lot more guys like Armin. You know, he has more tools here. Armin is just going to try to wrestle, which he probably could. But I'm liking Damir, man. So Damir underdog. I disagree with that. So you guys do whatever you want. You play at your own risk. Strickland's slightly underdog here. Is even fight. They like in Cannonier. I like Strickland, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's a tough card, guys. Play at your own risk. That's about it there, guys. One love out to everybody, and us.